Alright, is everyone ready for another digital video explaining to you what your mission will be for the next class, preparing you to make best use of your time? Excellent, great. Let's get started by heading over to Classcraft and take a look at the Quests mission area. Here we go. Here's our Teachers of the Future quest. We're going to click on it and we're going to go all the way to visit the marketplace. If you haven't done some of the past ones, it probably won't open to you. You'll need to finish those first. But if you've got Visit the Marketplace available, you can go ahead and click on it and get started. Alright, just so you know, if you finish this one off, you're going to get a total of 50 XP and 50 GP. So here's how it goes. We have been talking about digital video tutorials. In fact, you know your challenge is going to be that you need to create a digital video tutorial that's going to help people live happier, healthier lives, or at least teach them new skills. Speaking of digital video tutorials, that's probably not a bad place for us to start. No matter what topic you're interested in sharing with others, we could all learn a little bit about what makes some tutorials better than others. Perhaps you were thinking on the same line. If you didn't already have a question in your research plan related to how do I create a quality tutorial or what are the characteristics or features of a quality tutorial, you should. Go put it in your research plan. Go ahead. Put it there. I'll wait. Oh, you done? Great. Let's go. Today in class, we're actually going to begin our research into tutorials by watching a few of them. But we're not going to watch them really learn the skill, although that's not a bad thing. We're going to be watching them learn how to teach what they taught. What tools do they use? What strategies do they use? We're going to be using our critical eye. So let's take a look at that. Starting tomorrow, each of you is going to have your own copy of the 022 Market Analysis Worksheet, where you'll have the space and place to begin writing down all of the wonderful things you noticed about the tutorials you chose to watch. There's your copy. So, speaking of the tutorials that you're going to watch, one of the first things I'm going to actually ask you to do is to pick a topic of your choice. Either music or video games or cooking. You get to choose the topic, but at least if you stay consistent, then we'll be able to really see the difference between what makes some of the good and great video tutorials stand out and which are some of the ones that we don't want to replicate. In fact, what we're going to be doing once we pick a tutorial content area, we're going to search for a couple video tutorials in there, and once we find a couple we want to watch, we'll watch them with a critical eye, and then write down at least 2 meaningful comments about how the characteristics and features that you saw them use or do positively impact the viewer. And maybe you should also write a couple of ideas on things that they didn't do so well and things that you would suggest they do differently. Notice here's an example that I've got for you. And if we were going to go and watch this particular video called How to Do a Back Handspring.
This is a tutorial on how to do a standing back handspring, used in gymnastics, cheer, and sometimes dance. Please do this on a soft surface like grass or a mat.
Right there, I could tell 2 things that they did that was really great. They slowed the camera footage down and they were using voiceovers, which is awesome. Once you make your choices on what you want to represent and what you think are great characteristics and features and what you think would be things that maybe need to be improved, you can go ahead and do the critical comparison part where you're analyzing what you think is the best parts of each of these tutorials, things that you might want to do yourself. Got it? Now, when we're finally done, you're going to go through the process of going to the task area. I've got some information there for you. And then you're going to leave a discussion point for me, letting me know one thing that you think that they did awesome in the video that I didn't mention in my comments. All right? Good luck with that, and we'll see you afterwards. Aloha.